everyone. Welcome to yet another weekly analysis. It's a new month, and then it is important for us to go to the monthly time frame and see what has happened and what we can use from what has happened. You see what I'm saying? So you cannot look into the future without first looking into the past. So there's something I'm going to say right now. Yeah. Now, listen. The first thing I'm going to say is this: you have to be realistic. It is important for you to know that you sometimes you may make a plan, right? Sometimes you may form a plan, and then you know you know when the week starts, the market start moving in the opposite direction, and then your emotions start playing tricks on you. Sometimes your emotions they start playing tricks on you. Oh, you're about to miss the move. You see what I'm saying? But it's important for you to stick to your plan, because you make a plan right even right before the market started to give new information. You see what I'm saying to you? And then when you execute based off the information you're seeing right now that you did not plan, and then the market start going in the wrong direction, in the right direction, I mean, that you've planned before. It's important to know this. And I'm going to say this right now. The DXY is the US dollar. You see what I'm saying to you? If you're trading any US dollar based pair like GBP Euro USD, you see what I'm saying to you? USD and whatnot. The DXY is the what is the US dollar. You see what I'm saying? So you need to focus on the DXY, and you need to be realistic. You see what I'm saying? You need to be realistic. So before the end of the before the beginning of this week, I had already planned to look for reversals. Sometimes I had already planned to look for reversals on the dollar, but I'm just gonna make an analysis on the dollar and then go to the main pairs for the week, because for the week I'm planning on trading the JPY pairs, CAD JPY and USD JPY. But I need to iron these things out, because I was quite deceived, but because I know what to do and I don't know what to look for, and I have people who who have the same plans and I have as well. So we're able to correct each other and communicate in the right direction. It's something. So the DXY, you need to understand this, right? For the monthly time frame, top down analysis is very important. Yes, I get the fact that we have a huge bullish engulfing. This engulfing candle on the monthly time frame engulfed 1 2 months. It's something to you. 2 months. That's a huge difference in the trading market. It's something from the monthly time frame is a huge difference. But you need to understand this, right? The DXY is the dollar. Whatever the DXY does, that is what the dollar is gonna do. Wherever the DXY goes, you see what I'm saying? It basically it's the powerhouse of the GBP the USD. The DXY is what the powerhouse of the GBP and the USD. It's important before you make your decisions on GBP and Euro USD, go to the DXY. You see what I'm saying to you? Before you make your decisions on the word Euro USD and GBP go to the DXY. If I was just looking at if I was looking at GBP and Euro USD, my mind would be looking for reversals. But right now, my mind is not. It's what I'm saying to you, because I've gone to the DXY, I have gone to the powerhouse, I've gone to the lighthouse, and I have seen from above. Right now, on the monthly time frame, we need to understand we are still very much bullish rather. Sorry, on the monthly time frame, structural wise, we're bullish, right? But like we've said before, reversals happen. It's what I'm saying to you. We need to anticipate reversals, and on the weekly time frame, we're having a nice, bearish market. You need to understand that on the weekly time frame, we come to look for one thing: chart patterns, right? On the weekly time frame, we come to look for chart patterns. Now, before I recorded this video, I had to backtest something. I had to do a little backtest. It's something to you. So if you go on USD card, right? On USD card, before the major reversal, just like we're having right now, the DXY first of all had to have a reversal. You see what I'm saying to you? The DXY have a reversal. And the DXY even reversed before we started looking for reversals on the USD card. I'll show you what I mean. So lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, right? We had a higher high on Monday on the if you look down, right, and we had a higher high. We broke structure basically on Monday on the 30th of September 2024. Now I'm gonna go to the USD card and show you what I mean, right? Now on USD card, right, this is the exact same place. This is basically on Monday, 30th of September 2024, right? But if you look right, well, we haven't even broken structure yet. This is the candle on the USD card, and this is where it is. This is the date on the DXY, right? We haven't even broken structure yet. We broke structure on Monday, October on the 7th. You see what I'm saying to you? We broke structure on the 7th. So the DXY already shifted structure even before the USD card shifted structure. You see what I'm saying to you? So it is important, right? If anything is going to happen, if there's going to be a shift of structure, the DXY is going to tell us before these pairs even tell us, right? So moving forward, we need to understand something, right? We need to continue. So um yeah, so for the USD card, I am still bearish. You see what I'm saying to you? I am still bearish for USD card. These are not the pairs we are interested for the week, but I need to iron this things out. For USD card, we are still bearish. We're looking to keep on selling, because we haven't broken structure. That's one. But we have a chart pattern, but the chart pattern is looking, it's looking a lot nicer on the monthly time frame. You see what I'm saying to you? That's why for every time you have, some sort of a misunderstanding on the lower time frame, you have to go to the higher time frame. There's something on monthly time frame is a bullish engulfing. Yes, it could signify a reversal, but the DXY is not reversing yet. You see something. So I'm expecting break and retest off of this level on the lower time frames. We need to continue, right? Break and retest. Now the only time I would be indulging into the dollar is when the DXY. We should not even worry about anything right now about the dollar. We should worry about the DXY. We should watch for the DXY. We should monitor the DXY. The only way I'll be indulging in in dollar is in the dollar is if we go into the opposite direction. Until then, I'm gonna keep on going to the direction we've been going. You see what I'm saying to you? Now, if we had something like this, right, lower low, lower high, a little chart pattern on the weekly time frame, a little chart pattern, and then we broke structure, then yeah, I would say, all right, start looking for buys. You see what I'm saying to you? They're start looking for buys on the USD card. You know what I'm saying? Start looking for sales on Euro US and GPS, but that did not happen. We have to be realistic. It did not happen, right? We have to work with what we see, right? And if you look right here, we could see that we have a nice Fibonacci. It's something to you, a very beautiful Fibonacci that we're respecting, right? A beautiful Fibonacci that we're worth respecting, and you can see, right? You can see even see the way it ended. With the pin bar. This candle tells us that pressure is dying. The buyers are no longer in control of the market anymore, right? So we are expecting to keep on selling, from the DXY perspective. So until then, until I see a shift of structure on the DXY, or until I see a chart pattern in the DXY, I am looking to sell, right? I am looking towards sell. So moving forward, right? That's all for the dollar, right? There's nothing more. We've said what we need to say, right? The JPY, the USD JPY, the Canadian JPY, the CAD JPY, we are bullish. We are bullish on both of them. Structural wise, we look good. Structural wise, and USD JPY we look good, right? So we need to understand something, right? There's something I want to tell you. A lot. I took a loss, but I learned from it. It's very important to learn from a loss and from a failure, right? Now, this is what I'm gonna say, right? The market moves with history. It's something it prints out candles in the future based on candles on the past, right? Now we completed this we completed this impulse, right? And then you can see that when we complete this impulse, that's when we start to have this push into the downside, right? Now what we are doing right here is we're coming to create a new lower, a new higher low, right? A new higher low, and then on the daily time frame we can see that there is a chart pattern to support it, right? This chart pattern right here, this double top right here is what we're gonna use to keep a push to the upside, right? So I'm expecting, and if you notice, right, we've basically shifted structure. But if you go to the higher time frame, if you go just a little, just a step above, just a step ahead, you'll see that we haven't created a chart pattern, so there are no reversals, right? On if you drop if you close the Fibonacci, you see that we just completing normal higher highs and higher lows. You see what I'm saying to you? So for the CAD JPY, right? CAD JPY, we will be looking for buys from above here. We haven't touched yet. We need to touch the body. I like to use the bodies, right? I like to use the body. So for CAD JPY, we'll have to come, a lot lower. You get me? We'll have to come a lot lower, and then we look for entries. The same thing to you. It will take time for a break of, counter trend line because of how steep it is. But these are the things that will save us some unnecessary losses, right? These are the little things that will save us some unnecessary losses. We necessarily do not have to trade this week. We don't even have to trade next week. We have to trade. We trade when we get an opportunity to trade. You see what I'm saying to you? We don't trade when we want to. We trade when we have an opportunity to trade, right? Now for the for now this is very beautiful, right? You can see this huge push. This the USJ price basically engulfed 1, 2, 3, 4 candles, 4 months. The USJ price basically engulfed 4 months, right? So it looks good. This tells us that yeah, we're looking to continue to the upside. Why? Even structural wise, we're bullish. Higher high, higher low, higher high. All of these are higher lows, right? Because we haven't created a higher high. So we're planning on using using this higher low, to keep pushing to the upside, right? From the monthly time frame, right? On the weekly time frame, we are still what we are still we've had reversals. Something we've had reversals, and we're rejecting this this structure right here. But we are coming in to complete to form a higher low. Something to you. We had a Fibonacci, we had a doji right here that signified, an imminent reversal, and then boom, we're expecting the market to come into this level. It's something to you, and then we'll keep on pushing to the upside. It's as easy as ABC. It's something. So all we have to do, right, is to wait for the USJPY to come into this level right here, come into this price rather, 1.6500. Allow the USDJ price to come into this price right here, and then we could buy from around here. You see what I'm saying to you? And until that is done, we're not involved in anything else. You see what I'm saying? Until that is done, we're not involved in anything else. So, and that's it for this week. We have to keep it simple. We need to stop, manipulating ourselves. We need to stop, letting our emotions, take the best of us. You see what I'm saying? So, I hope and I pray that you lot follow your plans. You know what I'm saying? Follow your plan. Make your plans, follow your plan, jot your plans, write your plans down, journal your plans down, and then follow your plan. The only thing stopping us from being profitable, is our plans. It's not the market. You see what I'm saying? It's because we do not follow our plans just as we have planned it, right? So follow your plans, and I hope and I pray follow your plans. I hope and I pray that you take the best trade this week. Even though you take even when you take losses, and I hope and I pray that we all learn from our losses. In Jesus' name, Amen. So that's all for this week. I just hope that use the information, or you necessarily don't have to use it, but it should be more of an additional tool or confluence for your own information. It's something for your own readings in the market, right? That's what I'm doing. That's why we need other people to we need other people's insights. You see what I'm saying to you? So yeah, have a great week. Ciao, ciao.